Are you ready? I am too. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mama would say, have you ever seen a goose kissing a moose down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mama would say. Have you ever seen a goat rowing a boat down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mama would say. Have you ever seen a dragon pulling a wagon down by the bay? Welcome, guys. Welcome, friends. Welcome back to our virtual classroom. I have something new to show you. Look what I did. I was busy this weekend. I made a little board for us, and it says Mr. Rob's Virtual Classroom. And today is Monday, April 6th, the year 2020. That's 4/6/20, and this is day 14 of our virtual classroom. But it's also a very special day because today is actually day number 1 for the official distance learning plan for the school district. So I thought today, with that in mind, I would kind of walk through what we do here at the virtual classroom, just in case there's some newer viewers. I know some of you have been here every single day, and you know the virtual classroom very well. And some of you, you've seen it a few times, but today I might try to explain what we're doing a little bit more. So before I do that, I just wanted to show you my parks map here. The family, we did get outside this weekend, and we had a little bit less digital time this weekend too, which was very, very nice. And we went up to, Cleary Lake Regional Park?
Yes.
About a 3-mile paved loop, and it was wonderful. And once again, when we got there in the morning, it was too crowded, but by the time we left, there was a lot of cars in the parking lot. But we did maintain our safe social distancing. So
I also go with my cousin.
And we had a safe social distancing picnic with Ernie's cousins from Hastings. So that was really, really fun. We all had to be very careful to stay far away from each other, but we were able to have lovely conversations. So I hope your weekend was full of joy and some fresh air. The sun was shining so bright this weekend. What a beautiful, beautiful day of spring for us. So after I kind of announce what's happening here for today, we often go to what we call team content. And I ring a bell, I say, team content! And what team content is a celebration of learning. Every single day, I want to make sure we recognize some of the great stuff you guys are doing at home. So I will review some of the projects that some of our friends did. I'm going to tell you about that big announcement I promised on Friday. And then I will suggest some new ideas for today and for this week. So let me get that team content board down. And we had 2 friends that had some really great participation this weekend.
Yes.
Adam was working with the Mat Man, and he was making, I don't think he was building letters. I think he was just making Mat Man this time around. But he was also doing some wonderful name practice, and his name is looking really great. So thank you for sending in those pictures, Adam. And Ayansh, he did a shape quiz with his mom. We did a little shape quiz on Friday, on day 13 of the virtual classroom, and he continued the quiz at home and came up with more shapes. And I don't know how many Scrabble sets Ayanch has. I think he has many. I think he has at least 2 Scrabble sets because he wrote each word out all the way to 25, I think? Or is it 26? I'll have to check. It was remarkable. The pictures are on Seesaw. So send in your pictures of great learning. Send in your videos of great learning. The best deal is if you can post it yourself. And if you need help with that, I can send out the home codes. I can walk you through the process. But if that's just too hard, then just send them to me by email and I'll get them up there for you. Because I love to celebrate the learning. I have the names of everyone here, so everyone can participate. And that leads me to my big announcement of the day. we're starting something a little bit different. It's called the Virtual Classroom Super Team. And this weekend I made a chart. Can I show them the chart, Ernie?
Yes.
This is the Virtual Classroom Super Team, and it has all the friends from Section H and all the friends from Section B. And what this is a board, and you'll see numbers at the bottom. 50, 100, 150, and 200. So here's what I'm doing. I'm keeping track of your attendance, and your attendance happens when you watch the virtual classroom. I can see that on Seesaw that you've watched it. So thank you for watching. If you watch this program each day, I'm going to give you 1 point. And then you have the opportunity to earn 2 more points any given day by sending in some team content of the activities you've been doing. So you can earn up to 1, 2, 3 points a day. And when you earn points, I tally them on this board. I'm going to do a weekly tally. And so far, I've gone through all the attendance logs because I've been keeping very good track of who's watching the virtual classroom. And I've also been keeping very good track of all the team content you've been sending in. So for the past 3 weeks, many of you have really been working really hard and sending in the team content. Most of you have been doing a really awesome job watching the virtual classroom every day. So I tally that up, and when you get to 50, I have a prize for you. And when you get to 100, I have another prize for you. It'll be a secret, okay? I think Ernie knows what the prizes are. And when you get to 150 or 200, I have prizes for you too. So, I think learning is the real prize. There's no substitute for the extrinsic value of learning. That's always the best prize, but it's also fun to get something, isn't it? Yeah, I think so too. So that's my big announcement. If you have any questions about the Virtual Classroom Super Team, please send them in and I'll try to answer them the best I can. I want to make sure show you the daily three. I almost lost the daily three. So each day we're doing project ideas. On Friday we talked about the Once Upon a Word story. Did you act out the Billy Goat's Gruff? Did you build a cozy nest? If you did, send in a picture. I want to check it out. Today it's looking a little different because what I did, we are now working off the daily learning matrix or the weekly learning matrix. And I showed this at an In Focus. And so we're taking our activities off of here, and then sometimes I add to them a little bit. And so here's the 3 activities that I suggested. You don't have to do these, right? It's only if you want to. You might have better ideas, and please send those better ideas in because we always want to add more ideas, especially the best ones. So here's an idea for you. Number 1 is numeral hunt. Count out loud to 10. 1 to 10. Can we do that right now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Blast off!
After blasting off, take a hunt around your house and try to find each number. And numbers can be everywhere. You're going to be surprised where you find numbers. So that's called the number hunt. Can you go all the way to 20? Maybe. So after it, I have a link to the ESIP, and I explained this in the In Focus too. So we're linking the learning to the state guidelines now. So whenever you see these funny numbers and letters,
Don't worry.
That's to help us understand which lesson relates to certain learning domains. So it's a teacher thing, but I think you should know that too. The second activity is animal story time. Gather up all your stuffed animals and toys and host a story time.
Oh, no.
Read them a book, tell them a story, and or sing them a song.
Are you kidding me?
You could be the teacher.
No.
Yeah, no, you could. It could happen. You could be the teacher.
Not me.
It sounds kind of fun, doesn't it?
I could not do that.
Now, the third is not an idea from our weekly... the third idea is going to be my idea because I love adding great ideas. And I was inspired by this idea from my walk on Sunday. I walked the Lake Minnetonka Regional Trail a lot. and some child or family is painting rocks. They're painting beautiful rocks and leaving them on the side of the trail. And they're just cheering my day up whenever I see them. So I had an idea. How about you paint a rock? Or you can paint many rocks. Maybe you have a theme. Maybe you have an idea. Make them silly or fun. Try that out today. And then maybe tomorrow there'll be another Daily 3 activity linked to that. So that's that. I love the Daily 3. It's so important. It's one of the best things I get to craft for you. So one other thing I'm really excited about each day is the resource of the day. I try to tell you something. Usually it's free. A good resource for you to help more learning, or help your homeschool experience a little bit better, or help you organize your life a little bit better. And last week we sent out a link to Epic, which is really cool.
Oh my
I also found a free
goodness.
one online. It's called StorylineOnline.net. Did
I
you see that
love
pretty well, Ernie?
Epic.
.net. And those are read stories, shared stories by actors, and I think even authors. So there's some wonderful titles. You have to check that out. If you like Epic, I think you're also going to like
I love Epic.
StorylineOnline.net.
I love Epic.
I want to get to a few more things. I always like to share parent notes. And I also have an example of the student schedule. I think I'll share that a little bit more tomorrow because we only have 3 minutes left. And I want to talk a little bit about those family notes. So I want to thank everybody who took the time to do the survey. Thank you so much. I know it was a quick one. It was a pretty easy one, but it really means a lot to me. It's great to hear your feedback. One idea I heard and that I talked about in last night's newsletter is that some people are feeling Seesaw is a hard thing to use right now. You know, I really want to highlight the children's learning, but if you want a more direct sort of link to the activities of the week and our YouTube channel, you can now just go through the landing page, which is at hopkinsschools.org. So make it easy for yourself. I hope you'll still participate on Seesaw, but if you go through the landing page on the district website, that might be the easiest way for you to find what you're looking for. I will still be posting on Seesaw and at the district landing page. And there's a suggestion for live chats, and we did that for the first time last week. We called it the office hours. So this week's office hours, section B, will happen on Wednesday, and we're switching the time from 3 to 4. Last time it was 4 to 5. We're doing it from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So Wednesday for section B and Thursday for section H from 3 to 4. I will send out a link through Google Meet right before that meeting. So come join us. Let's have some fun together. I sent out a Sunday night newsletter. It had a very important message from Sarah, who's the principal of Kaleidoscope. And it's about information about tuition and billing and how that looks right now. So if you didn't open up that letter, make sure you do. And I talked about using the menu that we have. And I promised an In Focus this weekend, but we just didn't get it together. We had too much fun doing other things. And so I want to get that In Focus done today. It's about documenting your child's homeschool adventure. So hopefully we can get that done today. Some lovely, lovely books today. After circle time, I'll be reading Mike Mulligan and his Steam Shovel.
I love it.
And we will be singing Hush, Little Baby. And I hope I have enough time for this poem. It's National Poetry Month, and this one is called Unseen Buds by Walt Whitman. Unseen buds, infinite, hidden well, under the snow and ice, under the darkness, in every square or cubic inch, germinal, exquisite in delicate lace, microscopic, unborn, like babes in wombs, latent, folded, compact, sleeping, billions and trillions of them waiting on earth and in the sea, the universe, the stars there in the heavens, urging slowly, surely forward, forming endless and waiting evermore, forever more behind. Oh, go on a walk, check out those buds of spring. Thank you, cameraman Ernie, and thank you all for joining us at the virtual classroom.